Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we are diving headfirst into a really fascinating online phenomenon, wealth affirmations. We're going to break down the exact language used in some of the most popular scripts out there to see how they're actually built to work. So here's the big question, right? Can just repeating a phrase over and over actually make you rich? Now, millions of people seem to think so, but our goal today isn't to figure out if it works. It's to understand how the language itself is put together to try and make that happen.
You've probably seen these videos. Our source material today comes from a hugely popular one, where these phrases get repeated for like hours on end. We're not looking at this as a self-help guide. Instead, we're treating it like a cultural text, something that tells us a lot about the modern search for wealth.
Okay, to make sense of the hundreds of phrases in our source material, we've broken this down into 5 key sections. We'll start with this I am phenomenon, then we'll dissect the anatomy of the language, uncover what we're calling the 4 pillars of wealth, look at how this all aims to rewrite your financial story, and finally, trace the path from thought to action. All right, first up, let's look at this whole I am trend. You could say it's the linguistic engine that drives this entire thing. It's not about wishing for something or wanting it, it's about declaring it as a fact, right here, right now. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty and really dissect the phrases themselves. What are they actually saying? And how is the language structured to have the biggest possible impact on how you think? So, before we go any further, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. An affirmation is basically a statement you declare to be true in the present moment. The whole point is to try and bypass your critical, conscious brain and plant a new belief directly into your subconscious. So look at how this is built. It doesn't say I will be worthy or I hope I'm worthy. The phrase I am is a direct statement of fact. It's a linguistic tool that's designed to state a new truth about yourself, effective immediately. This one takes it a step further. See, it's not just about who you are, it's about what you do. It links that I am identity to a specific behavior, taking action, and it frames it by borrowing the authority of a billionaire thinker. The idea is to start acting like the person you want to become. And this perfectly captures the core idea. The phrase itself tells you the goal, to actively grab the pen and change the internal script you have about money. It puts the listener in the driver's seat, making them the author of their own financial life. You know, when you look at hundreds of these affirmations, you start to realize they're not just random positive thoughts. They're actually built on a foundation of 4 key themes, 4 pillars that systematically chip away at different parts of a wealth mindset. And these are the 4 pillars we found. First, it's all about mindset and identity. Second, it's about feeling worthy enough to actually receive wealth. Third, it's about getting yourself ready for action and opportunity. And finally, it's all about gratitude and creating this feeling of abundance. So this first pillar is absolutely crucial. The idea here is that wealth starts in your head. A phrase like this isn't about the money itself. It's about adopting the thought patterns and the identity of someone who's already rich. The logic is pretty simple. Think like a billionaire to become a billionaire. The second pillar, worthiness and receiving, well, this one tackles a huge psychological roadblock for a lot of people, feeling guilty or undeserving of money. Affirmations like this one are designed to completely neutralize those negative feelings and just open you up to accept wealth without any resistance.
Okay, this is where the internal work is supposed to start connecting with the real world. This third pillar is all about changing your perception, so you not only start seeing opportunities you might have missed before, but you genuinely believe you're attracting them. It's the bridge from belief to reality.
And the final pillar is all about creating a positive feedback loop. By being grateful for wealth that's already on its way, even if you can't see it yet, the affirmation tries to reinforce the belief that abundance is just your natural state. It's about appreciating what you have and what's coming. So, when you put all these pillars together, what's the ultimate goal? Well, it's a complete narrative overhaul. These affirmations are basically tools for consciously swapping out a negative, limiting story about money for a positive, empowering one. And here's what that looks like in practice. A lot of us, maybe subconsciously, believe that money is scarce and hard to get. An affirmation like, I am attracting money from multiple sources, is like a direct linguistic counterattack. It's designed to overwrite that old, unhelpful story with a new one based on ease and flow. All right, finally, let's look at the implied process here.
because hidden inside all these phrases is a really clear step-by-step path that's supposed to take the listener from a purely internal feeling to actual external results. So here's the entire roadmap. Step 1. Adopt a new wealthy identity. Step 2. Use that new identity to become a magnet for opportunities. Step 3. Take action that feels right for that new identity. And finally, step 4, just open up and receive the abundance that follows. It's presented as a whole system from A to Z.
So after breaking down the language, the structure, and the implied process, we're left with one last, kind of provocative thought. Whether you believe in affirmations or not, this whole analysis really highlights the power of the stories we tell ourselves. And it makes you ask the question, what is the financial story you're telling yourself? And is it actually working for you?